Hello everybody, how are we doing today? Today we're going to be watching Miles Morales again. I played the game, and not going to lie, it is really fun. There is definitely some wonkiness in his spider sense though. Because sometimes it works to where it does give me proper warning, and sometimes it barely goes off. J. Jonah Jameson. It's funny how he's portrayed as being like kind of a hard ass towards Spider-Man, but then he's got like a heart of gold with everyone else. Like the main reason he hired Peter was because he knew that Peter's family had fallen on hard times, and that's why he was like buying the pictures from Peter. And then eventually he realized that Peter has a knack for being wherever Spider-Man was. I think there'd be a really cool, a really neat, like maybe alternate take on it because they never really did this. But it'd be really cool if Jameson kind of knew that Peter was Spider-Man, or at least had a inkling that that was the case. For those of you who don't know, we are investigating Finn. A low profile. I messed everyone. This is an old radio store. So we're investigating Finn and her brother, and it takes me a little bit to actually kind of solve the mystery here. Search for evidence. Somebody left the lights on. I'm actually trying to use my spider sense, but I'm also looking around for things that you can interact with as well, so I'd kind of do a couple laps. There we go. So, yeah. From the last episode, we found out that Finn is indeed the Tinkerer, and we are investigating. They didn't take too long to, investigate this. A decent match for you, but that hair. Maybe wear a hat. Shocker. Roxxon, evil. Ha! Go figure. Bone marrow decay. Oh, lovely. That's pretty nasty stuff. Actually, that's awful. Eventually, the game feels bad for me and gives me the answer. Apologize for my sinuses, by the way. come on now. My throat's been a lot drier than normal lately. Which any mucus I have just becomes stickier than hell and likes to clog up the back of my throat, and I have to get rid of it or I have a problem. Because then I can't breathe properly. Video file from 6 months ago. Honestly, the FDA would, in reality, and this is like super comic booky and everything like that. In reality, the FDA would absolutely have some concerns that this new energy source and, you know, the entire team ended up with like low density bone marrow. That would absolutely be a red flag. Apologize for talking through all their stuff here, but and of course she has to, take out any moral structure that she had to get things done. But there we go. I believe I'm playing on normal difficulty, but they don't have to make this stupidly hard on normal difficulty. I should not be ganged up on as tough as normal's supposed to be. Like, I'd hate to see hard difficulty, especially when everyone's doing way more damage to you and everything. Like, that's a bit much. And I have no problem with easier difficulty, but again, normal should be challenging, but not too awfully difficult. That's kind of the point. I got just slammed into that guy. It just took off. They didn't even see me. They're like, what happened? Oh my gosh. This one didn't see me either. But yeah, no. The problem is that Finn basically operated a terrorist group to stop all of this. And yeah, I don't know what I was thinking standing right there in, like, eyesight. I do like how any issues I may have with Miles in getting spotted realistically can be solved with his electricity and His penchant for turning invisible. See, Spider Sense perfectly worked there. Did exactly what I needed it to do. It warned me of an oncoming problem that I was able to dodge. Bam! Oh, I love that finisher. Where he just kind of like touches them with his sting. Bam! See, it worked there too. Perfectly. That one was kind of my fault, but... Again, you know, the camouflage and the electricity stings can absolutely help. I like how he ended up back over here perfectly. Uh-oh. But I do like how they're using Roxxon for this, too. Because Roxxon is quite a villainous corporation, you know. So having a story with Roxxon on it is actually really good. A lot of heroes have to deal with Roxxon, including Spider-Man. Because while there's no supervillain necessarily associated with Roxxon itself, they don't have like a mascot supervillain or anything like that. They still have a lot of... They still cause a lot of issues. Because it's a corporation that is more or less evil. Like many corporations. Making money is the main drive there. And we're going to go right to it. Roxxon Research Labs. It wasn't until I got closer that he said that, so I'm like, why can't I just web over there? Man, I hate those stun baton things, though. Yeah, I was properly warned there. Shoot. Not really, but... Like, it's such a split-second situation that it is super easy to miss a lot of the times. They just don't give you enough time to really deal with it. Although that's kind of one of the same issues I had with like Batman, the Arkham series, because there's a lot to juggle in that series too, and it does get to the point where it's like, what the hell is this? I don't realize that they're making me gunk up the fan. Eventually I realize it does say spinning objects. Like, oh, yeah, there we go. It's true. I deduce that that's the correct way, but I kind of curious as to what else is in here. By the way, these vents are massive. That just go in a circle. The guy who installed this clearly padded his resume. I love that line. I'm sorry, I probably kind of ruined it, but yeah, that vent going in a circle literally does nothing for anybody. I like how they make fun of it though. Yeah, air ducts are typically not that large. Just because I didn't like this guard, I took him out. Yes, he is. And we're good to go. I don't utilize those enough, but that's really cool. Yeah, I kind of did that to myself. That's really cool. I might need to utilize these more. I kind of forget about his gadgets. Because, like, when things get a little too hectic, the gadgets are supposed to be kind of an equalizer. And honestly, like, I don't know. I don't really care much how they're implemented in gameplay. Blatantly, Simon is not a good guy. Acts like it in the public. See, there's something kinetic for me about sneaking up behind people and grabbing them. I don't know what it is. It's probably because I played Shattered Dimensions. But that is super fun. I need to utilize that way more often. And yoink. And you're done. Oh, they're watching each other's backs. That's cute. And somebody messed up. And you know what? I think you're done too, man. I'm sorry. Yep, my brain is like, sure, I know what to do here. Not once did I notice the yellow triangle. I'm all looking for stuff nearby. I mean, at this point in time, though, like, Roxxon technically, I mean, it's doing illegal stuff, but technically speaking, Spider-Man has no evidence of this. This is just straight up vandalism at this point. My brain's like, oh, there's stuff over here. I still have not noticed that triangle. There, I did. Yep, another side quest. No worries, Uncle. Not gonna plan on getting caught. If I do, it's by complete happenstance. And yoink. I know a lot of people complain because they took a lot from Batman Arkham Asylum in that series to make this game happen. And yeah, they did. But you got to keep in mind, a lot of what was utilized in Batman Arkham Asylum was actually Spider-Man's abilities. Yeah. So, for example, I was about to say you're not gonna be visible to everyone very very soon here, aren't you? So yeah, the fact that Batman has like some type of danger sense going on in that particular situation is Spider-Man's thing. And Spider-Man absolutely sneaks around and grabs foes. So, I mean, Batman does it too, don't get me wrong. That's absolutely a Batman thing, but it's not something that's unknown from Spider-Man. Spider-Man has gadgets too. So a lot of what was taken from the Arkham series is just stuff that Spider-Man does naturally anyway. Being said, the using gadgets to mess people up, that's Batman all the way. Let's be real here. Sucks for that guy. I was like, who's watching your back? Oh, it's this dude. Oh, nobody's watching him, though, so that sucks. And nobody's watching you either. Now we're back to you. Which I'm pretty sure. Nobody watching you either. My brain did not think about locking things into place. And that takes care of the big ass fan. Why this is here, it's not, trying to cool something off or, to avoid a nuclear meltdown or nothing. There is no way you had the perfect amount of energy charge to not blow up the battery on that thing. Also, that would be really stupid thing to do. Because you want to fast forward something that's actually kind of dangerous. You're going to basically kill off the golden goose. Yep. Like, with several more years and a bit more money, you could probably make this safer. I'm just saying. Oh, but that fried the phone. Not holding it or to. No, it had to hit a metal grate and then fry. Man. I sneezed near my phone and the battery's like messing up. Oh, now they teach me disarm. This is where the spider sense thing kind of started messing with me a lot. Now, I think it's just because Miles is moving too fast. Like, for whatever reason, his acceleration is insane right now. Bam! I dodged there, so that was fine. That was kind of weird reactions, though. Dogs. They have to bark inside the house first and then go outside and bark. Yeah, look at that. He dodged like an hour after the fact. That had like just a mere moment. Like I was already mid punch, and then it was like spider sense. Good luck. Like I couldn't do anything about that. See, I was kind of stuck there too. Like they attack when you're trying to do something, and I get it. You know, that's the whole risk reward, I guess. But I don't even know what hit me there. Probably that guy in the background. But I get some things are like, you know, supposed to be slower, but realistically, disarming an opponent is like the only real way to actually do anything about it. What I should have been doing is using my camouflage a little bit better, and I'm sure that's what they kind of intended. But I forget that it's there. When I'm in a high-stress combat situation, I'm not sitting here like, okay, which gadget's going to be the best for this? No. I'm kind of stuck trying to beat the crap out of a guy in front of me, you know? And that's the biggest issue is that we're not Spider-Man. The spider sense thing kind of barely works to begin with. Like right there. What happened there? I dodged and ended up fighting another guy, and the shots just followed me anyway. I didn't do squat. Take him out. Oh, that's nice to know now. Oh, electric hits don't hurt the shield. Nothing in the game told me that, so that's just another life gone. That dude started shooting before the cutscene stopped. I took damage from that. Come on now. Aaron just hit a wall. That was cool. Like, what was I supposed to do there? I didn't see no spider sense there. Now it's starting to work. Part of the problem is that if Miles is concealed, you can't see spider sense anyway. Notice I'm trying to use the Venom shocks more too. That's kind of tight, though. Team up shots with Aaron is awesome. One thing I like about this version of the Prowler is that they really... I don't know exactly how Ultimate Prowler looks and feels. But judging from the cartoon movies, I don't know. Oftentimes he didn't feel like he was the original, like a lot like the original Prowler. This one is a lot like the original Prowler. Even as the emblem and stuff, it's cool. I like the suit. He's not wrong. Unfortunately, Aaron, there are lines that you can cross that are too far. Should you have told somebody you were the Prowler, your brother, who was a police officer? Not before you didn't turn around, at least. I think at this point in time, I just kind of float around and do some other side stuff. But so, the Prowler. The reason I always bring up Hobie Brown, the original Prowler, is mostly because I am a massive Prowler fan. I actually really love the Prowler. I love both incarnations of the Prowler too. I like Hobie Brown's Prowler, where he was kind of more of a sympathetic villain / good guy, and I really like Aaron Davis. Honestly, both versions of the Prowler are amazing in their own right. I just kind of wish that they were both kind of popular instead of, hey, we see one a lot now thanks to Miles. We don't see the other one hardly at all. But I think they'll try and combine the two in the upcoming Miles Morales movie, because it is weird, right, that Spider-Punk became such a huge player. For those of you who don't know, Spider-Punk isn't a version of Peter Parker or even Miles. Spider-Punk is Hobie Brown. For whatever reason, Spider-Punk is a version of Hobie Brown that ended up becoming Spider-Man. And then he's got like all the punk stuff, and like he's a cool character and everything like that. But it is kind of funny that Hobie Brown did show up in the Miles Morales movies, the animated ones. I thought that was a really cool way to, kind of add him in. So that's kind of neat, I guess. And I talked about it last time too, but Hobie Brown also made, I should just call him, I don't know why I'm referring to him by full name. Hobie is the one who made the Hornet getup. So back in the day, Spider-Man ended up with like 4 alternate personas, I guess you could say. They're not personalities or nothing. I like this outfit. They weren't like, oh, alternate personalities, blah, blah, blah. He couldn't operate as Spider-Man without having problems with the law. Somebody framed him for murder. So he kind of adopted 4 different costume identities for a brief stint. And one of them was the Hornet. Each, I guess, identity, you could say, kind of adopted something different about Spider-Man's aspects. So, for example, Ricochet was like the fast, bouncing around one. Dusk used Spider-Man's stealth and sneaking aspects, I guess. Prodigy used the "here I am," where he wants to use his super strength and super agility. And then the Hornet used his gadget. And the Hornet was the costume in the hover pack, because the Hornet could actually fly, was designed by Hobie, along with Peter. That was kind of cool, Prodigy just used the super strength and speed. He used the speed a little bit. He managed to bounce, jump over buildings and stuff. Kind of was like a little version of Superman, if you will, or what Superman originally was. I'm not seeing any spider sense to half of this stuff. Bam! See, that one didn't give me a whole lot of time to dodge. By the time I realized, oh, hey, he's firing, it was already too late. It didn't give me a setup or nothing. It's just like, hey, good luck. I do like this outfit, though. I believe this is based on... This is kind of a cool side quest. So, there's a, there's actually a couple of references this could be. Because there's, Spider-Man's final outfit, but this could also be heavily inspired by, some of the first outfits. Tom Holland kind of looked like that when he made his first outfit. Either way, it looks clean. That's all I'm gonna say. This outfit looks actually really nice. I love the boots. I love it looks more believable. A broke kid could absolutely make this. Given I don't know exactly how much money Miles typically gets. But I know Peter's broke. That's his big thing. He is always broke. Oh, man. Checking the computers over in the corner? Dude. You should know better. Man, why did Tommy stop firing the thing? I don't know. You guys might pick up on this. There is one aspect of Spider-Man I'm not the biggest fan of. And that would be his outfit. Like, I get the point, the red and blue outfit's cool and everything, but like, he definitely, wants the red and blue outfit to not look like a super villain, And he wanted to kind of look like Captain America because Spider-Man was a huge Captain America fan. But I don't know. Like, the movies, I actually think the movie incarnations make it look better, but there are so many better outfits. Like, almost every other Spider-Man has a different outfit that looks really cool, and I typically adore their outfits. Miles's outfit's clean. I love the coloring. Um, Kane. Kane became the Scarlet Spider for a bit. His outfit was amazing too. Hell, Ben Reilly's outfit, incredible. I love Ben Reilly's outfit. How'd this cat get in this vet? Come on now. And Ben Reilly has the same color scheme, so it's not the colors. I just like how, I guess it looks urban, you could say. It's kind of got that like urban punk to it, where it's got the hoodie and everything. I love that look. Hell, most of Spider-Man's outfits that aren't the exact red and blue outfit, I adore. I don't know. Maybe I just see it too often. Who knows? Point being, Miles's drip here is incredible. I actually think this looks really cool. Just kind of gives that, he's actually just a vigilante feel to it. It's a more down to earth, realistic take, I guess you could say, on the Spider-Man outfit. That sucks. I don't know where that dude was hiding. He must have been the one in the room over yonder, but like, I love this mission. Much as it is a side mission. I was like, alright, who's watching you two clowns? Oh, it's this guy. And yoink. And yoink. And you're done. No more power for you. Sad part is I just paid an electric bill too, and it was I grabbed the wrong guy. Whoops. Not that it matters much. He didn't see a thing. Yeah, causing power outages, not good. Gotcha. And got you too. That'd be so disorienting. Like realistically though, you would make noise doing that. You'd be like, "What the hell? Oh gosh!" If I flew into the air, I am making noise. I do not care. Yep, that didn't go over well. But see? Camouflage. And now they lost me. Now they can't find me. What are they going to do? Got you. Yeah, what the heck. Just to kind of distract them a little bit. Make them a little, you know, paranoid. People at my work are finding out that I can just do that laugh naturally, by the way. For whatever reason, I have the ability to change my voice to the point where it's kind of wild what I can actually do with my voice. Whoops. I killed that guy. He died. Like that. There's no way you're not making sounds. Like, oh! As it takes the wind out of you. Now, realistically, I could just slam into that dude and slam into him with electric punch and end this whole thing. But I like skulking around. I don't know why. Like, what's this guy gonna do? He doesn't even have a gun. I don't even use an electric punch on him. I just beat him up. There it is. There it is. That's what I really need. Electric tap. Look at that. He can power a whole generator. But using his power doesn't overload the phone. Like, phones are so fragile. Click it anyway. Where did these clods come from? Also, because I haven't encountered big dudes in the story yet, I have, like, no defense against them. So this is going to be one of those... I'm going to try this multiple times before I kind of get a good rhythm going. Bam! Like, I'm actually doing pretty decently here. I didn't realize there was another big guy, though. I think that's my biggest issue. See, and he just ignores your hits half the time. You accidentally run into him, which is really easy to do, mind you. And you got a bit of a problem. See, I'm dodging some of the shots. Bam. Gotcha. See, I always hate big guys in this game. The sad part is that this really underpowers Spider-Man like you wouldn't believe. You want me to feel like Spider-Man could hit that guy and it would hurt. It doesn't matter how big you are. Now I try to dodge and, yeah. It does say on the side, and I missed that while I was, getting my butt handed to me. To finish off a brute, you have to stockpile 2 finishers. But, like, realistically, Spider-Man can pick up cars. Spider-Man is super strong. You cannot tell me... Yeah, that was most of that was my fault. But you cannot tell me that, oh, I blocked it, so it's fine. No. Spider-Man could absolutely shatter your bones if he really wanted to. And he knows how to hold back, too. He hits hard enough to hurt Hulk and Rhino. But as a game mechanic, you need a big guy to be able to block your stuff. No, stop that. It was fine with Tombstone because that's his whole gimmick is that he can kind of brunt a lot of your attacks. Bam! That was a cool finisher. Yeah, you with the weapon going down real quick. You're going down. At least let me dodge that one. There we go. And I do know, like, using the web obviously deals with them. But man, when I'm getting shot at and, punked by like every side, it's kind of hard to do. Let there be light. And away we go. Aw. It's a cute little exchange. I do like the idea of working with an app, though. That's kind of cool. Like, that's a good way to show that, this particular Spider-Man is indeed friendly. Oh, it's the neighborhood Spidey app. That's kind of a cool thing. Good way for Spider-Man to connect with the people. Because that's kind of what Spider-Man was supposed to be doing, is connecting with people. Get some tech while I'm here. And there's a storm coming in. Also, this outfit is great winter gear. Like, that looks a lot warmer than the typical Spidey outfits. Is it armored? No.